You are tuned into the Fashionknowlogy radio show here on the Urban Heat, 98.1 FM and 1410 AM, 617-238-7111. I am one of three guests. My name is Sunshine.
Well, we're not guests on our own show.
Oh, am I a guest? Oh, I'm a hostess with the mostess. Sandwiched in between two Geminis. And I'm going to be rhyming in a minute because we got a
Virgo.
Oh, I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah, so okay.
Yeah. So we got the O's at
well, there's still only two of y'all. It's four of us.
Oh, God. Here y'all go with the Gemini thing.
Now
The Gemini thing.
My publicist is
wait, Marv, you're not
down, so
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, we want to take a minute to acknowledge our viewers out there on Facebook Live, on the live channel, saying what's up to Sticks out there, and I see Craig tuned in, and Tyrone Cox out there calling me about my government issue. What up, man? Nina's out there, LaTanya, Alex tuned in, and you know we just want to send a shout out to all y'all. See my man Mike Noise out there.
Don't be shy. Y'all can call in.
Yeah.
Telephone number is 617-238-7111. We kind of want to hear what your views are.
Yeah, Lee, call up. Chad, call up, man. Andrew Shaw, my engineer, my man, my brother.
Okay.
Drew.
Okay, Drew.
Nah, it's Drew.
Okay.
Oh, you know I can't do the rolling.
Yeah. What up, Drew?
All right, Twice. Why don't you introduce our guest?
Yeah, so you know, I got a call earlier this week to find out if we had a guest booked for the show. For today, we didn't have a guest book. Talise reached out and she had brought up
Talise, who is from Personified Media.
Right, and well-known manager out here doing a thing for years. And she threw a name at me, and the name was like, oh, she's back doing a thing. I was like, okay. And the name was TashaD. So I've been knowing Tosh for a long time. I remember one time we had did something in the studio a long time ago. We did a hot track. I don't even remember where that's at, but that joint was fire way back then.
Still fire, bro.
Yeah. So introduce yourself and tell people what's going on.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, it's Tasha-D in the building. You know, got a new single dropping called Listen World. Wrote it, produced it, you know, engineered it, recorded it, delivered it to the masses. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to go out, cop that. I've been promoting it, putting it all out there, with just, you know, with the crazy push. So if y'all know me, y'all know I've been doing this music for a long time. So you know, just keep riding my wave, and we gonna do this.
Yeah, from one of the illest blocks in Boston.
Okay.
HQB. Headquarters block in the building.
And founded by one of the dopest MCs from that
Fly
arena.
Ty.
That's right.
Oh my goodness, Fly Ty, rest in peace. That's my man right there. My motivation. Joint venture.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
That's right. You know that, you know me.
Okay.
You know, Tasha, I want you to back it up a little bit, though, because Twice just mentioned that, you know, you're back doing your thing. How long you been doing this thing, and when did you start doing it?
Originally?
Yeah.
Yo, I've been doing this since '88, so got nowhere to go but straight forward. Yeah, so you know, I've been doing it. HQB, we started this like about 1988 down in Four Corners in Dorchester. You know, I had a flair for it, kind of built it up, pushing it, did all types of urban shows with Twice. We used to do the Strand, we used to do the Lee School, you know what I'm saying? We was the crew to get with back then. Just built it up.
And that was at a time where there wasn't a lot of female MCs. That was dope at that time.
Right. And you know, as a female MC, how do you find yourself fitting in with the culture?
I am the culture. You know, like I said, we started this from the beginning. So I never really looked at myself as being anything but that. You know, like people say, you're a rapper. Nah, I'm not a rapper. I'm like hip hop. You know, I live this, I do this, have done this.
What's the difference?
You know, rapping is something, being a rapper is like something that mainstream. It's like, oh, I can rap. You know, you sit down, you say some little stuff and, you know, it's catchy and it's out there. Hip hop is when you can go back to the originators and the foundation, and you can drop names and drop, hints of the culture that people can't even relate to unless they're official and real like you.
And rappers is like for the moment. Like they won't be kicking no bars months from now or a year from now. It's like a fad. Rap is a fad. I think that's the best.
Rap is a fad.
Yeah, rappers are fads. You know, like they say something is hot, you jump on it. Everybody's on it. It's the next big thing, and then the next day it's gone. It's like, what happened to them? You know?
Well, KRS-One once said that you know, rap is something you do, hip hop is something you live, and I believe that because there is a culture behind hip hop. Hip hop is not just, you know, rapping. That's one element of it. Then there's DJing. There's breakdancing, and then there, of course, is graffiti, which is kind of, people have gotten away from that a little bit. Of course, there's still dope graph artists out there, you know, but it's really time to bring those elements back. You know, that love, that unity, and that peace, and having a good time, which is what the elements and all those things were supposed to be about, you know. And one thing I want to hopefully put to bed too is, like, she's not a dope female MC; she's a dope MC. Right. You know, we always want to put too many divisions in between, and then we wonder why people have a problem coming together, because we put these barriers up that make people speak to certain things and react to certain things that way. Like, a dope MC is a dope MC, period.
Are you a dope MC?
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And those who know me know that for sure. And those who don't know me will find out soon.
Yeah, that's real. And B, that like, because when you said that, you know, taking the female thing off of it, because like Shades, Red Shades, man, like I'll put her up against any dude, you know what I'm saying? And Tasha up against any dude, man. Like there's females out here like Latia LaRock, like I'll put her up with Bay Holla. I'll put Chic, I'll put them up against any dude. Like
they some of my faves.
Yo, yeah, it ain't even about the she's a female. It's like she spits.
Right.
So what is the hip hop culture in our city or our region right now? Because, you know, I sent you a UMB, like this little text one day. I just had this feeling because I have a guilty pleasure. I love the rap game, which is like a talent contest that Jermaine Dupri hosts for young, talented rappers. And at the end of a certain amount of weeks, there's one winner who gets a chain, who ends up a part of the So Def record label. And I don't, and maybe it's because I'm not a part of the scene, but is there a scene where artists can really go and express themselves and do shows and, you know, be competitive? Because I remember when you said, Tasha, you've been out in '88, I used to be at all those shows, you know, at the Strand and Cortez and wherever else there was some shows that, you know, around the city, Skycap, right, all of that, you know. So what is that looking like right now for, you know, the culture in our city?
I really don't think that there's anything popping in Boston.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I have to confess as an artist, as a producer, you know, in the studio, I'm not really in tune to what's going on, because all my music and my inspiration comes from me and the culture and everything that I built up in the past coming forward. So I really don't know what's popping out there, but it doesn't seem like a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hearing of opportunities I can just go and just like light it up. Right. You know, it's like, you know, I got to do it internally, and then hopefully people will seek me out and try to put me in positions to kind of, you know, put it on display.
Yes.
What do you want people to see you do?
What do you
do?
I do what I do. This is what I do. I make beats in my crib, in the studio, you know what I'm saying, using the top industry software. We ain't playing with Elisa's no more. You know what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
I'm talking about.
You know
I love your confidence.
We got the radio ready-ish. You know, I got to keep censoring myself because, you know, I like to say the N-word. And I like to say all those words that we can't say on the radio. But, you know, that's what I want people to do is just watch me work. Just see my movement, ride my wave, and just help me get to where I'm trying to go. Because like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, and I never had the confidence, or, you know, the distractions came up. You know, I'm a mother now. I got, you know, a career, but I'm at a place now where I'm just ready to just do it. You know, there's no reason why, you know, I'm not out there doing what I do. People know me. I got followers. They, you know, I do this. This is what I do.
I'm going to be following you because I love your confidence.
That's what I want you to do.
Yeah,
just
you know.
follow me.
So where does your inspiration come from?
my man Fly Ty, you know what I'm saying? And that, anybody who know Boston hip hop, they know that. You know, I can remember being in like the 8th, 9th grade, and him and my boy Mike Fink they used to like harass me after school, like, yo, you wrote something? What you got? And I'm like, man, get out of here. That ain't nothing. You know, but then that pressure would make me write something so that when they would approach me after school, I would have something. And then slowly but surely, I got more confident, like, yeah. And they was like, yeah. And, they put me in the group and was like, yeah. And so that's what I build off of that initial spark that was put in me a long time ago. And then, my man, he got killed, God rest his soul. And it was like, that was like a crossroads for me. It was like, do I stop? Who's going to push me forward? Who's going to give me that confidence? Who's going to put me in a position to do what I love to do? This newfound art that I love to do.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate because that was right at a time where Ty was getting ready to, I think Def Jam was looking at him.
He just signed a 10-album deal with Profile. He inked the deal.
Right, Profile, yeah.
It's the Joint was the first album. He had 9 more albums to deliver.
It was right on the doorstep. It was about to take off. I remember that like yesterday.
It was like the pinnacle. It was like, it was like the crossroads, a major, major event in my life. I always say that if Ty was allowed to live, all of our existences would have been different, but with that being said, it took me a long time to deal with that, and I went and did some other things, always had that love in the back of my mind, could never really find anybody to support me and push me and encourage me like he did. So the rest of my crew did. So I had to kind of go internal and just channel it myself and say, wait a minute, what would he do? How would he approach the situation?
Now, are you a solo artist or do you like to do collaborations?
Yo, I'm a one-woman band. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, let me tell you something. Yo, I tell everybody I make stuff from silence. You know what I'm saying? Me, I start from the click track. You know what I'm saying? You put me in the room by myself and I come out with a hit. So I mean, I want people to come and fold in with me and kind of get with it, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it.
Is there anyone that you would love to be on a track with?
I don't know. I mean, what? Hova? Maybe Hov, Biggie, he's gone, rest his soul. That was my man. Me and Biggie, we were like this. I was on the verge of signing with him, right before he went to LA. It's like, okay, I'm going to get you in the studio as soon as I come back. It's like, oh, okay.
Right. That was a part of your bio that we didn't really get to because we just jumped right into you. And I think it's important for our viewers and listeners to kind of understand some of the people that you have worked with in the past.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about some of that?
Well, like I said, I was like on the doorstep with Biggie. He showed me and my mom's love, took us on tour with them. We did a whole bunch of promo with him. And so it never really got to pop off because we all know what happened. But I also did a stint with Rough Riders. I was on their team for a while on the video production aspect. I did a lot of their videos like the Eve videos, Drag On video, the Locks video, Rough Riders Anthem with my man Jay Justice Smith, who's a director. He directed all of their videos back in the day, very popular video producer. I definitely worked with the RZA. I was in contact. I was in talks with him actually, but I don't know if I was ready to join like the woo cult. The woo cult, you know what I'm saying? But he was definitely a positive person and always kept me focused and was trying to point me in the way to go. Who else did I work with? Craig Mack, that was my man. Oh my God, me and Craig, we had some things going on. He had this production company called Mac World, and he brought me in as an in-house producer. He had a big studio out in New Jersey, but then something happened with that, and the other producers was mad because I was the girl and I had the biggest room, the biggest studio in the whole place, and I was just like, listen, man, listen, it's not that serious. We can all eat, fam.
Right.
So where do you hold all those archives from? And that's a question for you too, Twice. As she started, you said, "Oh, we did a song together," and I don't even know where that is. Like, where?
It's right here.
Yeah, somebody got it. I bet you, Cool G got a copy of that.
With the Average Party.
Yeah.
When I was like, what up, Jesus? TashaDs in the party. Yo, this itch packed back-to-back, wall-to-wall bodies. And it's hardly in the air to breathe because all the ink and the steady blazing up trees. But be cool, G's. As I step to the left and dig up in this piece on the stealth.
Yo,
I love her.
Yo, don't get me started. Yo, don't
She's
get
my
me started.
favorite. Yes, please.
Sunshine, I wish you could do that.
I'm all up in this shit like a thong, getting sweated by the niggas all night long, cause my shit's strong like Tyson. Lighten up shit. If anybody in this piece wanna stop fighting.
I love it.
Hey, that's
but y'all that can't see, she just stood up.
Yeah.
That's,
You know, we've been waiting for somebody. Listen, we've had several guests on who are musicians, and I don't think we've had a freestyle yet.
Yes, we have.
Who?
Reek did one. Shades did one. You see?
Oh, we did?
Yeah, pay attention.
Well, they didn't do it like that.
Pay
Yo, I
attention.
got something.
I don't think they did it like that. She did it with attitude.
What about this one? Yo, what about this one? Mama, I've been running with a shot caller who always want a strong arm. Young teens who try to gleam and shine like stars who don't listen. They can glisten, just not next to ours. We moving big body cars, always coming in first, no matter how large. Some are they just a star in our universe. The two of us make moves from sun up to dusk, and whenever we roll, we get control like nucleus.
Oh, man.
Get it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't even know.
Yo,
I don't even know how you remember that.
Whether he's making money in Mattapan or chilling with his man, handling plans from New York to Japan. And even if it seemed like he my fair weather friend that only reappear in dreams when he's scheming on ends.
We're going to take a break because it just got hot up in the urban heat.
Yeah, it got hot in here.
Yeah, and when we come back, we're going to let you.
We're going to get into it now.
Oh, we're going to get into it now.
Do it now.
What's the name? Introduce your song.
Yo, my song is called Listen World. Why is that? Because that's what I want y'all to do.
Produced by
Medusa the producer. I don't know if y'all can see, but that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Medusa the producer. That's me. That's my production. You know what I'm saying? If you need beats, hit me up. Medusa the producer at gmail.com. Written, produced, arranged, recorded, engineered at my crib. Come get it.
That boom bap.
Oh, available for download everywhere. iTunes. Yo, most importantly, follow me on Spotify because their analytics have already picked me up and I'm already in their playlist. And most artists don't get that straight out the bat. Most indie artists don't get that. So follow me on Spotify. Buy the single everywhere. Listen World. That's what's up.
All right.
If it ain't one thing, it's another going down. Next coming up is Tasha-D from Beantown with a mean sound. Renowned to be part, hold my own and control zones like Escobar. Yes, you are. Just in my army. Disrespected, elevate your space like Atari. Harder than Mojave. Never saw me and never will unless I'm chilling on Blue Hill Avenue. From the berry to the pen, even High Park at Quarters Block, I'm the man. Or should I say the girl, cause my dish is unique. When I speak, the beast swirl from my ill technique. To fleet when I smoke, strictly there's no joke. So when I feed 5-4, if you don't go, you're getting broke. The flow got you in the yoke. Like an ox, that was the Patriots saying the Red Sox. Knock you off the box with the tongue twisters Tasha talks. In the land of Dorchester's where Tasha stalks like a predator. And it gets better cause I got another one to wed a dozen of your best sons or daughters. If they out of order, coming from headquarters blocked in 4 quarters. I tried to warn you, but you didn't want to heed. So instead of while I boot you like a bad seed in my garden. But it's no secret, I got the microphone and I plan to keep it. So follow me like the North Star. I'm Tasha-D and I'm bound to go far. Yo, it's not plucky, but you should duck. Cause it's Tasha-D, the one who would buck. Anybody with this I spit daily, coming with mad combos like Lottos, you know, pay me. Enough specs, minus defects. Cause I creep like TLC, but Tasha-D's in the rough sex. Not much sex, like the chicks from California. But I'm down with the black and white, the 3 stripes, my uniform to clean up wax styles, leaving big piles in the corner. Side of the room when the beats consume, you'll get smoked like Mad Boom when the microphone arming. You should have stepped when I was calmer. I'm the round bomber. I eat your style with a smile like Jeff Dahmer. Leave your ass in trauma. I'm angled up, they need to go and tell your mama. I'm dangerous, crazier than a bag of angel dust.
All right, everybody was up in here. What y'all say? Okay, so
I'll tell you what.
So let's get to the.
There's one surefire way to know that that somebody has put together a dope hip hop jam. It's when they make everybody in the room ugly.
Right. The
ugly face. That's the funk face right there.
The funk face. And you know what? Obviously, our viewers also have a little bit of comments to say. They're talking about you're dope. She's sick with it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Saki,
you have a great interview that's coming from Saki.
What up, Saki?
Tehran is saying, "Get it, Tasha."
What up, T?
Diana wants to shout us out here, but specifically you, Antonio. Diana Montenegro says, Antonio, great show.
What's up, D?
Frap. Wow.
HQB, Frap in the building. What up, Frap?
Nice, Tasha.
What up, Fink?
Frap from the block.
Frap from the blickety.
Let me just shout out a couple of folks from on my side of town. We got my man Christopher Brown Fazio. My man Big Foz. Hope everything's going well.
What's up, Foz?
My man Jose Edwards. That's my brother from another mother. Panama in the building. And my coach Laz. Coach Laz, my man. Yes, I am everywhere. I'm trying to be everywhere. I'm not limited.
He's the anonymous nobody. So he turns up anywhere. You know, I just want to say to our listeners, our viewers, we are here every week on Sundays from 1 to 2 p.m. We do our show live, Fashionknowlogy. We're open to interviews. Antonio, Twice Thou, Tu Gran Pana, is the originator, the founder of the brand itself. If you want to explain to our viewers, listeners, I think our audience deserves to know what we're about, but I think we also want to engage them and bring them along, such as Tasha. And we want to give a shout out to her manager, Talise, for making sure that she's here. And this is really, really a fun interview. So
before you start, hey, my man is an artist too. Make sure you support that. Los Aventuros de Tonito, Montana.
Yes, featuring Sunshine on one of the tracks.
Okay.
I'm on one of the tracks. I say some swears. I say some swears, and I did good. But I want to be like Tasha, though. I want to be able to just jump up out my chair. But go ahead.
So in other words, what Sunshine said, if you want to learn how to curse on a song, get with her.
Get with me.
Get with me. I'll show you how. Get with me.
So
go ahead, Twice.
Yeah, please.
I mean, so Fashionknowlogy is just really all about you being comfortable in your own skin, being proud of what you're wearing, what you're rocking, and not having no limitations on what you how you express yourself. And it's a radio show. It's a play. It's a way of living, really. Fashionknowlogy. Right.
And how does the arts fall into Fashionknowlogy, though?
Arts form because arts is part of everything. Fashion is part of everything. It's the road. Those roads always meet, fashion and arts. And so you can't really have one without the other.
All right, Tasha, what is it that you want people to know about you, your music? We just listened to your song, and tell everybody what are you saying in that song?
That song.
What I'm saying is, listen up. You know what I'm saying? The days of me hiding and sitting in the background are over. I'm here. I'm to the front. Front Street, it is Front Street, USA. Listen up. You know what I'm saying? It's not that bubble gum. It's not that fad. I'm not popping. I'm not showing it. I'm not dumbing it down. It's straight up culture, hip hop from silence. It's me. It's my baby. I birthed it. I'm pregnant again with another banger. So, you know, that's what I want to say. And also, I just want to drop my website is www.itsmetashad.com. Want everybody to come over there, check out what I got going on. And I want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to be here and promote and showing me love. That's what's up. I really appreciate it.
You working on the album now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Album of the same name.
Oh, what? Listen World?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's dope. I'm gonna say it like this. Like, I'm
hip hop.
I am a connoisseur of hip hop. And let me tell you something.
Next week he will be quoting something out of your song. Trust me.
There is nothing that I have heard from an MC in a long time that sounds that banging
Yeah.
You riding the beat. What you're saying is on point. The production is dope.
Beat's hard. That beat hard. That's like when it dropped. It's like
I told you, when you make everybody in the room ugly, that's it. You know.
It's funny you said that, because when I was producing it, I put a shout out on my Facebook. I was like, "Yo, this beat's gonna have